Modern Warfare 3 2023 has just been released, and I guess some of you guys are already playing the game. So today I wanted to share my thoughts and impressions specifically when it comes to the multiplayer aspect of the game. I also played and shared my impressions about the Modern Warfare 3 beta, mostly positive experiences, but when getting into the full game now, I can swear that the movement feels a bit slower compared to how it felt in the beta. Is it only me that has experienced that? But the movement speed is still a big step forward compared to the much slower movement in Modern Warfare 2 2022. It therefore opens up more towards the older style of gameplay where movement and everything that comes with it is or was a key component in order to do well in a fast-paced shooter such as Call of Duty. But movement aside, how is the actual gunplay? I believe it feels good, something I said already in the beta. I also hope that they keep the TTK as it is right now, meaning time to kill, so it doesn't become too fast, meaning a low TTK, since that favors bad players in my book at the end of the day, not being able to aim properly. Sorry for saying that, but it's simply the truth. So before you complain about the time to kill, there are actually hardcore playlists already in the game for you to play. With that said, I was glad to see that Sledgehammer Games decided to bring back the game mode called War. Simply explained, players is divided into teams of attackers and defenders, with the former having to complete a series of narrative lead objectives in order to advance and win the match. So it can be that you as an attacker has to capture 2 points, it's also a timer there, before there's a tank rolling out that you need to escort to the next point of interest, while the enemies is trying to do their best to stop you. And if you succeed to do that, you'll have to drop down into the underground where you have to, if I got it right, prevent 2 missiles from launching or something like that. And if you succeed to do that, you'll win the round as an attacker. And if so, the teams switch sides for the next round, so it's turn-based, you might say, as well. This works pretty good, and if the teams are quite equally balanced, it can become a lot of fun. Sure, it's a bit of a linear experience, and after the enemy has succeeded to take A and B, you gotta fall back pretty quick, since you'll die if you try to stay in the former part of the map now that the enemies have started to escort the tank as attackers. So yeah, that alongside with some parts of the map being closed off doesn't give much of variation when it comes to, for example, the possibility to flank the enemy, but I guess that was never intended in this game mode. But even so, it is a fun experience, although it can become a bit repetitive after some time, so I hope to see this game mode getting new maps within a month or 2. I believe there's 3 of them right now, but the War game mode is more fun for me, for example, compared to playing Ground War. That is also in the game at launch, by the way. There's also Invasion in Modern Warfare 3, which is similar to Ground War with 64 players in the lobby, but it focuses more on the fighting and mixes in AI characters with real players. Another game mode that I enjoy to play some, besides the already existing core game modes such as TDM, Domination, Kill Confirmed, Hardpoint, Gun Game and Search and Destroy, is a game mode called Control, where players take turns on the attacking and defending sides. The attacking team has only 30 lives to capture 2 points on the map. Meanwhile, the defending team also has only 30 lives to stop the other team from capturing points. The first to win 2 rounds takes the match. And if you hook up with 3 friends, there's a game mode that focuses on 3 teams of 3 who battle it out with only 1 life per player. So that you can also check out. There's also hardcore playlists, as mentioned earlier from the start here, when it comes to some of the game modes mentioned, that I'm sure some players will definitely appreciate. When it comes to the perk system, it has been revamped with a new gear-based system, seeing perks attached to specific categories of gear: boots, tactical vests, gloves and gear. So when equipping any of these gear categories, players will benefit from the number of inbuilt bonuses they possess. I honestly don't have a very strong opinion regarding this, since I haven't really been able to see or feel any big advantages or disadvantages of this kind of new system so far. Another thing that might be worth mentioning is the fact that all Modern Warfare 2 weapon camos will carry forward to Modern Warfare 3 at launch. Call of Duty introduced the carry forward feature, which allows players to use all the camos they've unlocked in the previous game in the next game's title release. Good indeed, but personally I'm looking forward to try out the new guns in Modern Warfare 3, so I believe my older Modern Warfare 2 weapons will have to rest for a while. because as usual, there's quite a lot to choose from when it comes to guns in a new Call of Duty title. Modern Warfare 3 introduces 35 new guns in addition to 2 melee weapons and includes 77 from Modern Warfare 2 and its past seasons. There will also be 6 new aftermarket parts available at launch. It's not only the perk system that works differently or different this time around, that goes also for how you unlock things in Modern Warfare 3. Armory Unlock challenges serve as Call of Duty's new system to let you unlock the weapons, equipment, perks, skill streaks and attachments that you want to use the most. When you reach level 25, you'll unlock access to the Armory Unlock challenge system and begin to progress and complete challenges unlocking new items. These challenges are completed by completing daily challenges. Each day you complete earns you a point against your active Armory Unlock challenge. There are a variety of items you can earn through these challenges, which you can view in the Armory Unlock's challenge menu. This includes many attachments otherwise locked behind the lengthy grind of weapon progression, giving you a faster way to unlock all the customization options for the gunsmith. I know there's been some criticism already when it comes to this system, since some guys don't like the fact that you need to complete daily challenges in order to earn points against your active Armory Unlock challenge. And I might be one of those. I preferred older ways of doing this. But what do you think? Do you have any thoughts or opinions regarding it? So, as most of you know by now, all maps from the original Modern Warfare 2 2009 are in the game at launch. We can also expect some maps from the original Modern Warfare 3 2011 game to appear in 2023 Modern Warfare 3 game in the future with season updates. I talked a bit about the maps also in my beta impressions video. There are both good and negative things related to the fact that they've bringing back these old classics into the game. Some things may be able to fix when it comes to the downside of things. I'm mainly thinking about the spawn system, that even though most likely they have been improving this since the beta, it still causes some problems in my opinion when playing certain game modes on some of these maps. Simply explained, the old maps, even some looks really good in a new kind of fashion, and that's great, but they don't play the same way that I remember them from the OG days. Let me know if you have been thinking that as well in the comments. It's a small kind of difference that some might not notice, especially if you didn't play the old version or the old games for that sake. Maybe some further tweaks when it comes to spawns can solve this. Another thing I experienced is also the fact that even though I truly like some of these older maps, I have played them many times before back in 2009 and onwards. So with that said, I would very much like to see some new innovative takes on map design as well from the pen of Sledgehammer Games. Maybe it'll be more of that in upcoming updates ahead. On the plus side though, many of these maps are great when it comes to the older OG maps, and I prefer older good maps over bad new maps, which has been the case in some newer COD titles recently, so there you go. So if you're looking for a somewhat innovative experience when it comes to purchasing Modern Warfare 3, and especially doing so in order to play the multiplayer, then you might be a bit disappointed. The game feels more like an improvement of the former Modern Warfare 2 2022 title, or a reskin more than an actual new game, if that makes sense. Improvements and design choices that maybe Infinity Ward already should have made in Modern Warfare 2 2022. However, my overall impression of the multiplayer experience so far is quite positive, and I've also been enjoying the sniping, since that's what I mainly do in COD games, and I have been doing so for a long time. If I would rank the multiplayer experience when it comes to Modern Warfare 3 already now, I believe it would land somewhere between 6.5 or maybe even a 7 on a scale of 10. That might change over time, we'll see, depending on the upcoming development of the game. I still haven't played the single player yet. Maybe I'll do that later, even though I've heard that it isn't as good as some of the older COD game single player experiences. Which is a shame if that's the case, since the Call of Duty campaigns can be quite a fun ride most of the time. I'll also put my teeth into zombies later on as well, although it's nothing that I personally prioritize when it comes to a Call of Duty game, but feel free to share your thoughts when it comes to zombies in Modern Warfare 3. So, is the multiplayer experience alone worth around $70? It's a tough question to answer, since it comes down to personal preferences and also if you're on a budget or not. Maybe you're looking forward to buy also other games before the start of 2024. Well, if you're a true Call of Duty fan, however, and player, I guess the answer is yes. But if you're hesitating since you can't really afford it, or if you also were looking forward to a great single-player experience, then I would say wait until Modern Warfare 3 will be released on the Xbox Game Pass later on in 2024, or if you might be lucky to find the game on an upcoming sale, which might be hard to do, at least for now. But with that said, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you want to watch some more FPS gaming videos on my channel, feel free to subscribe. So with that said, have a great day and game on. Later.